What's that? Damn. Love you too. All right. So, kiss for you. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Come on, y'all. Double tap that screen if you can. I need double tap. I need all kinds of likes. You got to be more motivated to like something, man. We got to start liking shit. We need to start liking things. Right. I left this lighter at Allison's house today. I left this at Allison's house today, so I went out and bought a new one. And my other one is still at Allison's house, but I liked it so much that I went and got another one. I don't know any Michael Misers. I don't know any Michael Misers. Okay. So, I got delivered a 60-inch by 20-inch cushion today, and it's a couple inches short from what I needed it, but it'll work. You know what I'm saying? It's on the edge, which I want to turn that into like a armrest anyway, so I might be able to put like an armrest pillow right up in there to lock in, you know. No, there's not any. Not any Michael Misers, but you're the only Michael Miser apparently around right now. I think there's a real shortage on Michael Misers. In fact, I think the Michael Misers are in near extinction. You know what I'm saying? Are endangered species are the Michael Misers. Very endangered species. You know what I'm saying? They're almost in the potential. Hey, speaking of potential, the potential that a Michael Miser won't last long in this chat either is highly likely if they were to keep speaking on Michael Misers, because we're not supposed to speak on them because they're endangered. All right. Oh shit. Mockler Miser. A Mockler Miser. It's amazing. So I posed a question, and I want to see if there's any answers and what people might think. And that's if there's any people that are watching right now that listen to country rap. Does it seem like an oxymoron when someone says it? Country rap. Country rap. Dub's doing beautifully. I just got some questions. You know, I want to see where people's minds are at, and because no, I'm not in Cedar Springs, Michigan. I'm in a trailer park. Yes. Uh, the reason I'm bringing this topic up is because I was reading someone's post, and I was reading the comments in the post. Fatty. I was reading the comments in the post, and some of them were just, you know, country plus rap equals crap. You know, those type of, no one fucking, country rap is a joke, you know, just all kinds of negative shit. You know what I mean? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, Raj. Uh, Hip hop, it was never. That's a bastardization of hip hop. Okay, don't bastardize hip hop because that's not. That was a short-lived bastardization from an article that was meant to smear the culture of country rap in the first place. So I never looked at it uh, seriously. But you know what I'm looking at right now? I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at them. This is country living. Then you can't tell me this ain't country living right here. Watch this. Look at the garden. We got squash, taters, rhubarb, fucking tomatoes, fucking. Those are all garden. Strawberries back there, herb garden, lime tree. You know what I'm saying? And then we got over here. We got more over here. There's the lime tree right there. A couple chairs sitting right there in the middle of the garden. Go out in the garden and smoke. What's up, Andrew, man? How you doing down? You down in there in Texas, my dude. I met you through Elmer. Am I right? You was down there in TDC. They don't know about that shit down there, man. That's a different world. I'm glad I don't get locked up down there, bro. It's just, what's up, Leroy Footlong? That's hilarious. Chilling, doing my drug of choice, the Raza Nations. You know, I was, like I said, reading a couple posts, and it was one of Caesar Beavers' posts in the country rap news. Um, and somebody got on there and just started, you know, going in on country rap in general, saying that, you know, no other lane respects it and whatnot. And you know, I am doing a lot to take the term country rap and the genre itself to a different level of respectability as well. I know that there's some very talented people, and when country rap is done authentically and good and well, and it is a genre of its own to be respected, just like hip hop. Uh, True enough, it is an offshoot of hip hop, you know, but genres evolve. I don't know for blackouts. You know, I use uh, what the fuck do I use, man? It's in my fucking car. Uh, what's the black that I'm using now? Zupa. Zupa. Try some really fucking heavy black. Zupa black. Give you a good guidance. So don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? Zupa is what I've heard is good for heavy black. Um, and Dynamic probably has a blackout. You know. Am I a dab? I don't do meth. So it's got to be rosin. Rosin. THC, my dude. THC. But thanks for asking and not assuming that it was else. Mr. Stole Your Grandma. That's what I'm talking about. Uh, is he live? Before he starts his live stream, he has to set the settings to where comments are on. Or he can go into the settings. It's at the bottom left. He's got settings thing. He can open it up and he can go chat filter, and then he hits that and it'll say all messages. Show every message, including potential spam. You know. You could have not packed the ink right. I tell you what, when I'm packing ink, instead of going in like this, okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. A tattooing book is gonna tell you to push lines at a 90-degree angle like this, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I push lines like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing lines like that. And if I'm going to pack ink, I'm down like this, shoveling it in. You know what I'm saying? At like a 45-degree angle with tight circle and pushing motion. You know what I'm saying? To push and circle and push at a 45-degree angle, and I'm lining like this. I've never lined at a 90-degree angle. I don't know anybody that does. You know, I mean, I don't sit and watch other tattoo artists tattoo, but as long as I've slung ink and I can just imagine stretching the skin and pushing lines, I've never held a 90-degree angle to bring a line around. You know. Fine meth pipe I have there. Well, it's not a meth pipe. That's what your mom has. No, this is a nectar collector. You know what I'm saying? It's missing the bubble. You know the bubble part that like with the shape of your head. Yeah, that part's missing. Dumbass boy. See, me and Elmer probably get the same type of trolls, the same type of people coming to attack character. You know what I'm saying? People that want to come and fucking attack somebody's character and their fucking and everything they got going on. You know what? I'll tell you what. I've been going live for fucking over 10 years, I've come on here. I've come on here and I've had people come on here. Let me see your teeth. Betty's a crackhead. Fine meth pipe. All that other type of shit. I ain't never had not one time. Not one time. Not one time. If I ever had a motherfucker come on here and say, I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't need to. The question of the day is country rap respected? Is country rap respected? Is country rap a respected genre? That's the discussion, and make it an open discussion. And I know I'm not popular enough to carry on that type of discussion to get people engaged and involved and really answering. But that is the question that I pose. Why isn't country rap, is it respected as a genre? And if your answer is no, you don't think so, or if you think it could be more respected or, you know, looked at better, why do you feel that it isn't wholly respected by other genres and other artists of genres? Okay, uh, it's rosin. All I smoke is rosin. Anybody that knows me by now knows I smoke solventless rosin. You know, I got a fucking half pound of weed sitting in my room right now, and I don't smoke it. Okay, uh, I look like I eat turd nuggets on Tuesday. Well, I'm glad it's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And if I do eat turd nuggets, I be sure to take my teeth out so I don't get any of the turd nugget on my denture. That would be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that. Spivey. I sure didn't. I didn't see that at all. But I didn't see that. But I hadn't made that. I hadn't made that wholesome all the way fucking finalized decision either. But okay, vibrant type. Okay, I get you. I get you. Um, what's up, buddy? He wants to come out. I know it. Watch. What's up? What's up? It's pate, buddy. It's pate. It's pate. It's pate. I give the kitty pate. It's the pate. No, to answer your question, Spivey, uh, I did not see any live streams of Tim making it clear that I wasn't going to be at the mobile home bash. The only reason I'm not going to be at the mobile home bash is that my tent and fucking ambulance isn't ready to fucking set up and display and conduct business. You know what I'm saying? And to promote. I've been to fucking and we're sponsoring mobile home bash. But there's and to be totally honest, my girlfriend doesn't like mudding, and she spent 2 weeks in fucking San Diego. And I'm 54 years old, and I'd rather spend an evening, a weekend with my girlfriend, than trying to glamp in Tennessee. To be honest with you, but if the ambulance was ready and the tents were ready, hell yeah, I'd be there in full regalia. In, I don't believe you, nasty nickel. I believe you're full of shit. Now we're asking is, and why isn't country rap respected? If you feel that it's not, if you feel that country rap is not respected, then why do you feel that way? What's the cause? Is it the quality of artists? Is it the style of music? Is it subject matter? Is it what is it that doesn't get it give it its flowers and respect? Because I'm sure there's a couple artists out there that are will beg to differ and are very qualified and have the streams and the money and the fucking accolades and credentials to fucking back it up. You know what I'm saying? Who said that? How do you expect your radio channel to grow when it's nothing from drama from every side? Alan Salisbury, I have no idea what you're talking about. Have you ever been over on the website? There's no drama over there. None at all. No. The radio station, it's placed 24/7. There's we don't broadcast any drama from any side. We play music from all sides. You know what I'm saying? The only full blown 24/7 internet radio station available on Alexa skill in the iStore, the iPhone app, and DRSM. So what is hold on? What is that? What is DRSMS? What is that? You have to understand and take into consideration, as I've come to realize wholeheartedly, that YouTube is not the center of the universe, not by any stretch of the imagination. And even the largest channels on YouTube that contribute to any facet of drama are minuscule in comparison to the size of the fan base of the overall country rap world. You know, you have to realize, man. Let's say, how many country rap fans do you think there are in existence in the entire world? Worldwide country rap fans. Do you think it exceeds a million? Do you think it exceeds a million? Because the biggest non-artist, let me be key about that. The biggest non-artist channel dealing with country rap on social media is what? The largest non-artist channel on social media dealing with country rap is what? Let's break it down. Let's break the science of everything down and look at metrics and look at numbers, because numbers ain't going to lie. What is the largest non artist country rap channel on social media? Arguably, because I can't find a representative of country rap on YouTube that is not artist owned. Okay, Chatty Bobby, Chad Arms, is an artist. So even when he was doing interviews and stuff, he's still an artist. So I'm not including a channel like his. The largest non artist owned channel dealing with country rap would probably have to go to Triple T. I would have to say this. His videos get 2 to 4 thousand views on average. If there are a million country rap fans in the world, and I think there's closer to two or three, But if there were 1 million, mind you, Ryan Upchurch has got 3 million subs on YouTube. Adam Calhoun has a couple million. But if there's only 1 million people in the world that give a fuck about country rap, right? A channel with a legacy channel. When I say legacy channel, I mean a lot of the followers have been there for a long time that no longer engage with the platform. So you and it's viewable and visible in the sub to viewer ratio. When somebody has 19,000 subs, but yet they only got 70 to 100 people in the room on music night, that is a small representation of sub to viewer ratio, less than 7%. It's minuscule. And if that is representative of what country rap is being represented by or for on social media, then there's room for expansion and growth outside of social media. No matter how much you may hate the fact. But when people come to FAFO 100 radio, they come there specifically for country rap. They didn't just happen by it. They didn't just scroll by it like they passed a live stream on YouTube and stopped for a few seconds and a view was counted. You know what I'm saying? We're not into counting vanity metrics. I don't care if only 600 people have been on my website this week. In order for you to get 600 people that really want to engage with your content, you're going to get about 5 to 10,000 views of people that just said, "What is this shit?" But you're going to think you're hitting on something because you got all thousands of views. When in actuality, it was just vanity metrics that didn't matter much at all. Because most of the vanity metrics ain't going to give you no super chats anyway. Those are locked in. You know what I'm saying? So. Oh. Yeah, we're going to do another dab hit. But we're not trying to impede anybody's growth on their social media platforms. I've realized early on that I banged my head against the walls of social media for fucking 10 years and couldn't get past something 21,000 followers on Facebook. You know, you get, and it's like we went through the heyday of the wild, wild west and then the fucking shutdown with COVID, and then it all unlocked again and Meta came into the situation. Getting fucking subs and followers and stuff like that was like pulling teeth, and getting reach and stuff. Just it became noticeable that we were controlled and restricted by algorithms. You know, and it's not an organic reach, and it's not your fullest potential. You want to reach your fullest potential as a human being. You want to avail yourself the fullest potential that you have in the real world. And we had no real world representation with country rap. Now, I'm sorry people don't like me. You motherfucker ain't whipped my motherfucking ass yet. That's what you motherfuckers need to fucking start doing. You don't like a motherfucker, beat him up. You know what I mean? Oh, you're gonna get what you asked for one day. Okay, well, it ain't gonna be you. I can guarantee you that ain't nobody in the comments section right now running their motherfucking dick sucker gonna do a motherfucking thing, because you ain't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with the fucking bullshit. I'm out here trying to make positive changes within the country rap lane to where we can gain some fucking semblance of serious respect in the industry. Fuck this motherfucking puss ass motherfucking underground. Let's stick to YouTube fucking shit. You ain't nobody growing. Ain't no artist growing from getting seen on these YouTube channels. You think they're gaining motion? Oh man, I'm fucking booked so and so on a fucking world tour because I seen him on the rundown. Never in life did that ever happen. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away the positivity that it brings to the community that is watching it. But 2 to 4,000 views on a YouTube channel is not the center of the motherfucking universe when you got a million fans. If there's a million motherfuckers that like country rap, then they need to have a good place to find it at. And it ain't the fucking couple channels on YouTube that are chopping it up. Pun intended. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It ain't the gossip channels. It ain't us. We ain't it. We ain't the center of the universe. We may be the fucking. You may be the fucking the nucleus of this fucking YouTube analytic, but fucking algorithm. But in the real world, in the real sense of things, it ain't shit. Because every time I go to an event And I went to the 501 Bryce Murph show a couple Fridays ago. I went to the fucking Michigan for 418 and all that. All those fans out there were new to FAFO 100 and we're excited about getting the fucking, and my analytics have gone up after each show. The week after each show, we have a rise. More new people exploring and seeing it and finding it. You know what I'm saying? They're not my algorithm on social media is tanked. I don't have no fucking real fucking organic reach that I can spread the word. I got to get out there in the real world, in traffic, and bear the fucking brunt of society's fucking crushing disapproval of what the fuck I'm doing. I'm being sarcastic. Because I guarantee you there ain't no fucking artist that think, oh, he's fucking it up. Fuck what he's doing. That's scam ass shit. What the fuck? Motherfucker, my dick is way too fucking big to be trans anything. Transcontinental, motherfucker, is what the fuck it is. What the fuck you gonna ask somebody? Some stupid ass shit like that. Shut up. I look at this. Is that crack? No, that is rosin. I don't smoke crack. Um, what we are gearing up to do and try to accomplish and build for the genre is something more than a channel that's gonna fucking help one person's uh, reach or growth or anything like that, man. It's next level shit, bro. It's next level shit. Regardless of how you may think of it, what you may look at it as, if you can't understand it, just say, I don't understand what he's doing. I think it's some bullshit. Okay, and then your fucking opinion is obviously biased, so it doesn't mean a motherfucking thing. Okay, that's facts. Big facts. Right? If FAFO 100 succeeds, if FAFO 100 succeeds, the whole genre, every artist platform grows. We can grow the whole genre with this type of logic, with this type of system implemented. And to say or to deny it is like you're just speaking out the side of your neck because you want to disagree with anything I might say, and that's okay. That's fine. That's the type of person that I would like to get up on a panel and debate because I think it's time for some of you accusers, like Tim. You said that my radio station was a scam. You've said that. Your wife has also said that. You guys have insinuated that we are scamming things in some form or fashion. Right. I think there's even been insinuations that we're selling information or using it nefariously. And I'd like to debate you guys on those subjects. You know, and ask you what it is about FAFO 100 that you don't understand or can't take in? Because here's the thing, once the system starts working, the face of it won't even matter. Nobody gets on Facebook and thinks about Mark Zuckerberg. Guarantee it. Nobody in the history of creating an account on Facebook thought to themselves, man, that fucking curly headed fucking Jew dude Zuckerberg fucking helped invent this shit. I ain't fucking with it. You know, that's not gonna that's not gonna happen. Well, I'm just wondering. Hey, well, I mean, I want to see people like to get me in panels on panels and in situations where somebody who's well liked, like Justin or somebody, can get on the panel and start talking down or over talking. And what people like to do, which you guys don't understand, is my mic will get muted while somebody will talk over me. And then I won't be able to rebuttal. It's just another form of live fucking censoring, live censoring. And that right there will trigger me. They know how to trigger, push your buttons. It's like live. Let's push your buttons and get the reaction that we seek, you know. But in a calm, peaceful discussion, nobody on that side, if you want to call some shit like that, wants to debate me on what I'm building and what we got going on with FAFO 100. Even Justin. You want to see my analytics, Justin? Isn't that what you asked me last April, 1 month into my business? Well, I'm very proud to show them to you right now. Very proud to show them to you right now. Yeah, we'd love to. Would love to. Would love to debate the logic of what I'm building with anybody that doesn't see the beauty of it and what it's possible and what's possible with it. Because I have genuine concern and passion for the genre and the artists involved. And I found a way that artists can succeed in the genre. Other people like to find ways to where we can create dissension in the drama and have a picks and choose. Who did it better? Who can win in a fight? Who can change a tire faster? Who's more country? Who do you think has fucking bigger shit stains in their underwear? You know, what? That's the type of fucking memes I'm gonna start making and putting out just to fucking imitate all this fucking dissension that gets put in our face and division that is basically mocking the genre as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Am I blocked because I'm getting no feedback? The one and only. No, you're not blocked. Uh, what am I doing? Look up FAFO 100 Radio. FAFO 100 Radio. Type that into your Google search. I built that. Go look at the website. It's a social media site, radio station, full-blown ecosystem where fans can earn points for engaging by creating content and getting on the leaderboard. And the leaderboard points can be converted into FAFO funds. It's basically an engagement loop which helps artists incite fans into action to build and increase engagement on platforms outside of ours. We're basically doing what Weverse does for K-pop and J-pop in Asia. Is fan activation, a hub where all the fans of this genre of music, country rap, can gather and learn about other artists and discover other artists and also engage in the game of climbing the leaderboard from earning points, from creating content, commenting on other people's posts, liking other people's posts, creating your own posts, all that earns you points. And that's to help you get acclimated to the idea of earning points for doing things on the website. That's we reward engagement, right? It's a engagement rewarding concept that we have applied to fan activation to support artists in the music industry. Okay. So instead of passive support, instead of saying, yeah, I support, so I listen to so and so, now we give you opportunity every morning to come in and check in on the leaderboard, see where you're at on the leaderboard, and see what the objects of the day are to be. Okay, we want you to follow this artist, go comment on this post, go watch this video, do these certain things, and you can get awarded points. The points that you earn climb up the leaderboard. The points on the leaderboard are convertible, or you can convert into FAFO funds, which you can use to buy merchandise, i.e., custom T-shirts, T-shirts for your favorite artists that you support, and whatnot. You know, tickets to shows and discounts, all kinds of things that we're going to be implementing into the awards process, into the award system for those that are actually actively creating content to earn points. You know, so it's a concept. I'm using Eastern philosophies, Weverse fandom concepts of having coordinated fan attacks on Flash Mob Fridays, where we coordinate fans to attack a certain artist's content on a day of a song release, so we can help boost fucking their algorithm and jog their algorithm into treating it respectfully and positively through engagement, organic engagement, because we encourage the FAFO army to go and attack an artist's platform with an organic sense of engagement, meaning get over there, scroll their wall for a couple thumbs, you know, like a couple posts, comment on something, share something. If you don't follow them, you know, that type of engagement, because that's what it takes to jog algorithms and to move the needle and to create the floodgates to open up to where that content creator could be seen by more people and thus gain more followers and increase their reach and their motion. And that's what we're doing. Did that answer any of your questions? Who scrunched my FAFO face? Me. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Fuck around with me and it's gonna be atrocious. I bet your motherfucking breath is halitosis. Don't understand, but the rhyme is ferocious. I know it is. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I know what I'm saying is a. Don't you know this? I just wrote this. Here we go again, and I know you want to quote this. A gamified fan activation hub with its own social media presence. You don't know if you caught what I was saying? You want me to start from the beginning? I'll kick it off right again. I think I won't. FAFO100radio.com is a social media site powered by a radio station, which is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week curated radio station specializing in the genre of country rap and southern hip hop. What it is a combination of a few concepts. We took the fandom of the Weverse in Asia, which is big in K-pop and J-pop, Korean and Japanese pop culture. Those artists over there, they entertain hundreds of millions of people. You know, some of those artists over there got 50, 60, 70 million followers. You know, they're way larger than our biggest country rap artists over here. And the way they get so big is they have armies that do what I'm telling you guys about, that engage at the right time on the other platforms to increase their visibility, to actually structure attacks against algorithms, right? Structured algorithm attacks, coordinated attacks on algorithms that are controlling other social media platforms. You have to realize you don't have free reign. It's not like if you paint a big ass picture, everybody in the world's going to see it on social media. No. Your reach is limited. No matter how bad you beat the drum, how fucking loud you yell, how big your picture is, how fucking dope your shit is, your reach is limited on social media. Unless you do stuff to jog the algorithm, or unless the algorithm is hit naturally. Let's say you naturally blow up. Let's say you go out and you do something like I got arrested live as the Joker and that shit went viral worldwide. You know what I'm saying? What that did is my algorithm got word shit. He went viral in the real world because a lot of people started looking up his name. A lot of people started Googling this person. You know what I'm saying? You put people under strict Google searches. If you could tell people, hey man, between 1 and 2 o'clock, we want everybody to go Google search this name. We want you to fucking go to their platform. We want you to follow. We want you to do the trifecta. Do 3 things that show deep engagement for this one artist at a certain time on a certain day. That right there is initiating a fan action. Fandom. We are rewarding fandom with recognition, leaderboard placement, like fantasy leagues. You're up the leaderboard. So we're using that concept of leaderboard placement as well as rewarding that with. We just bought a $10,000 printer, so we're going to be able to start printing our own T-shirts relatively cheaply. So we can do giveaways to where if you are the top 5 fucking point gainers this week, you're going to get a free merch bag. And that's how we bring people in, get people engaged, and then ultimately the ultimate goal is once we have even a couple thousand people. Right now, weekly, I get about 400 to 600 people a week to the website. Okay, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. That's one thing that I ain't gotta sit here and fucking fluff up numbers or exaggerate or anything like that. I don't need to. This is real world. I'm not on vanity metric time. Uh, right now, I'm getting 400 to 600 people a week on the website. When we get to where we have 500 daily users instead of 500 weekly users. You know what I mean? Uh, you got your DAU, your WAU, and your MAU, which is your monthly average users, your weekly average users, and your daily average users. When we get our daily average users up to 500 to 1,000 people, then we can start really putting shit into action and activating and motivating people into performing the duties that we want them to do. We want to be a fan activation hub that gets people off their ass and doing positive things to not passive engaged loyalty, but active. We want active fans that are going to go do what we say, so we can jog the algorithms and increase somebody's reach and motion. And once we start showing that, and once we start and it's successful, because I tell you what, if we have a few hundred people, like the 300, if you have a few hundred people go over to your social media platform on the same day within the same hour and have good engagement, that's going to fucking trigger your algorithm. Your algorithm's going to think, damn, this motherfucker got popular. Let's increase their viewage. Let's open up the roadway so they can get seen by more people. We're going to make their sign a little bit bigger on social media so more people see this fucking content because this person's on fire for some reason. And the only thing they're trying to do is attract people to your light so they can advertise to them. They're looking for more people to advertise to. And if they find you as something of interest, that's what they're into. They're trying to find people of interest so they can advertise to the people that watch them. So the longer your engagement is, the longer your sessions are, the lower your bounce rate is, your higher cohort and retention, then you're going to talk about increasing your numbers and the algorithm acting appropriately. Well, you know what? It doesn't have to happen. Here's the way I look at it. Algorithms and throttled back and shadow bans, those aren't natural. That's not organic. There's nothing natural and organic about that at all. So why should you look and expect natural and organic exposure and reach when you're algorithmically controlled and restricted? You have to fucking do something to trigger that. You know what I'm saying? That comes from Flash Mob Fridays. That comes from coordinated attacks. The Asians figured that shit out. That's why BTS has got like 50 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Because they got an army that puts in work for them when they need the work put in. The algorithm isn't driven by drama. The content over here that is under this algorithm is drama. It's so. But on FAFO 100, you go over to FAFO 100 radio right now, You go over there, you can play games, you can create content, you can create a profile, you can go look at everybody else's profile, see what they put up, see what they've uploaded. You can fucking upload up to 10 songs. You can fucking put all your social links up there. You can create posts, you can upload pictures, videos. It's a social media site. You can, like I said, you can go in there and play chess, you can play games, you can listen to the radio the entire time. So you can go to the artist directory, and while you're listening to the fucking radio that plays 24/7, you can read about over 150 artists in the country rap lane. It's in no particular order except alphabetical. So we're not. It's not ego gratifying. It's everybody has a spot in there to be recognized, discovered, and appreciated. Well, this is a funnel. YouTube is a funnel, and vice versa. Our website is a funnel to the YouTube channel, and it's depressing that I have to address drama at times because drawn off into drama. I get trolled. I got people that troll and hate that fucking say my radio station idea is gay, that it's a scam, that we're ripping people off in some way. I mean, there's been people that are supposed to be respected in the country rap lane that have spoken negatively about what we're building only because they don't like me. And I keep it up here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be looking down here. Don't be looking down here. Keep it right up here. If you got a problem with me, keep it at me. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, FAFO 100 is got multiple owners. It's more than just me that has vested interest in what we got going on. We have serious investors. Contrary to what anybody thinks, I'm not using any inheritance money or insurance money for any reason. I didn't get any at all. I didn't hit the lottery or anything like that. We have serious investors. And there's more than just me that has his name on the documents that own this company. Okay, this isn't just a one horse show. Okay, I'm not the sole proprietor. It's hard to ignore what tries to destroy. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep it honest with you. I'm confrontational. And and that brings me back to something. Okay, I respect the genre of country rap far more than I need to stroke or satisfy my ego. You know what I mean? Uh, and in saying that, I respect what Marcus is doing and what Marcus has put together and built. You know what I'm saying? Marcotic is doing the damn thing with his mobile home bash. Marcotic doesn't need any kind of drama at his mobile home bash at all. You know what I'm saying? And Marcotic has asked me respectfully, Doug, please don't fuck my event up. You know what I'm saying? And Marcotic is a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? And outside of the country rap lane, outside of the fucking social media shit, if I need to talk to him, I can call him on the phone. I got his phone number. You know what I'm saying? So if he asks me, Dub, please, I know, and I'll tell you like this. He told me, he goes, man, the first time I ever heard of that dude, Mud Daddy, was just now during all this shit. He goes, I don't know who the fuck that is. Tell me what's going on. And I broke it down to him. I told him every fucking thing, everything. I told Marcus everything. And he goes, man, that's some snake ass shit. It's exactly what he said. He goes, but I don't know that dude. He goes, but please, Dub, I know you, and I'm asking you, don't have no foolishness. Don't do nothing stupid at my event. And I straight up told him like this, you can got my word, bro. If it gets down to it, I won't even come. Because if I get around a couple certain people, oh, there's going to be some shit. They're gonna be some shit. For real, for real. They're gonna be some shit. But I guess I have to dictate when and where. And out of respect for narcotic, that's the only reason I might not pull up to the mobile home. But there ain't no fear here at all. And if anybody got that type of shit on their mind, we can arrange a date and meet up on the way there or on the way back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too hard to find. Right? You know where I'm at if it's that serious. So don't get on the internet acting like, oh, he ain't coming to the bash because he's afraid of this ass whooping. No, I'm a man of my word, and I told Marcus I wouldn't fuck his fucking event up behind some of you snake ass motherfuckers out there. And I'll keep my word, and he'll keep his event, and he'll be very successful with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fuck nobody's event up. I'm not trying to get no fucking police called nowhere, because you guys are called the police. You guys already know that. Y'all some police calling motherfuckers, man. Ain't nobody gonna get nothing off around none of you motherfuckers. You gonna be quick hand on the dial. Quick to come. I shot the sheriff. No, you motherfucking calling the SWAT team. The only reason I wouldn't go to the bash is for one, my girlfriend doesn't want to go mudding. Uh, and Marcotic doesn't want me to fucking get no shit at his spot. But and I told him like this, bro, I can't guarantee if I see a certain person that it ain't gonna be on site, because I said it's on site. I don't care if I'm currently being swatted. Let them show up, man. The whole the county police, the city police, the motherfucking sheriff's deputies, they all know me. They pull up on me right now. They're like, "What's up, Jeremy?" I'm like, "Not much, man. What's happening?" Shit, you know how many times the police in this town have been called on me? A bunch. You know how many times they've been told, "We heard you had 20 pounds in the trailer, Dub." They call me Dub. How often they fucking get called? Not even bullshitting. But let me tell you something, and take it how you want to take it. Whether I'm the cause of all the drama in the country rap land, and we know that's not the truth. We know that ain't true. You can't even put that on a motherfucker. I don't have no beef with no artist at all. You know what I'm saying? None. I don't have no problem with no artist doing anything. We're building this for the artist to grow. Now check this out. Do you know if we start using fandom practices, meaning fan engagement, fan activation, like I was talking about, and it starts working, right? Hear me out. And it starts working. And we start growing the platform because our anchor artists start bringing other people into the fold, into the platform. They start creating accounts. They start getting active. Hey, if you're going to post a music post on Instagram or Facebook, might as well come over to FAFO and post it, because this is going to be seen by all country rap fans. Now, we start working this Flash Mob Fridays, and it starts working. Okay, do you realize that our first successful Flash Mob Friday was with the Sticks? Right, and that we did a pre-save campaign for the Styx Country Rap Tunes album. The Country Rap Tunes album is completely produced by FAFO 100 co-owner John Connor. Shout out John Connor. And we did a pre-save campaign for the Styx, where we had links to where you could go pre-save it, and we were playing music off the album a couple weeks prior to the release of the album. And on the Friday that the album was released, we organized a flash mob with the artists that are also anchor artists and supporters of FAFO, and artists that John has been working with for many years, a lot of them. I'm not going to name them all right now, but we were able to get several artists uh, outside of the Styx to share the Styx's album release. Long story short, they made it to number 57 on the charts. I'm not saying that our input was entirely responsible. I like to think that we did have something to do with it. We were able to garner 80 pre-saves through our website for them. And anybody that knows anything about pre-saves on Apple Music, all it takes to really get charted is a couple hundred. on a certain on the right day. So 80 pre-saves is a good contribution, and I believe that as our radio station grows and we start growing in popularity and activity and engagement, so will our flash mobs. And when we could grow our flash mobs to a couple thousand people actively getting active on a person's platform, that's going to do some wonders. And I'm going to tell you like this: they may not respect country rap right now, but let 3 or 4 or 5 country rappers hit the iTunes charts at the same time. Top 50, top 25 iTunes charts. Because we get fucking fan activation through FAFO 100, and we get a fucking 3 to 500 fucking pre-saves and a whole flood of fucking Flash Mob Friday action on their platforms on the day the song's released. And we do that with several fucking artists. Boom, 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 boom. Occasionally, right now, you might get Ryan might hit the charge, Adam might hit the charge, Justin and Adam might hit the charge for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get consistent hits. We can build a functioning ecosystem where we consistently put artists in a position to win using the techniques of Eastern philosophy fandom mixed with gamified reward recognition. You get FAFO 100. You fuck around and find out while we keep it a buck. And once we start activating, co-owner there, hey baby. I've got several partners, bro. I've got several partners. I've got several partners. Gotcha, man. Yeah. Uh, we have John Connor, who is a legendary producer in the country rap lane. Has been producing country rap records for 20 years. Uh, we have Moderate Clark, videographer, owner of Old Mississippi Soundhouse. Sorry. Um, John Connor, Moderate Clark, Jenny Clark, me, Allison, and we have a couple people that are off the books. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is I have a couple investors that are you don't know them, they don't wish to be known, uh, but they do help in making decisions. Let's just say, yeah, silent partners. They're quiet. They like to throw some money around, and when the time's right, their name will get thrown out there. No, man, I can't make all this happen by myself, bro. No, this takes a team. It takes a team effort. That's why it's going to be a lot harder for people to keep down. You know, people that want to see it fail. It's going to be a lot harder for them to see that we're not built for failure. Did you eat dinner already, babe? So, this is a DTF transfer as well. And the difference between this one and the one that I made is this is thinner and therefore it's in the fabric better, and it's not as it's not as prominent on the shirt. It's got a better feel to it. You know what I mean? It's certain settings in my RIP software. The RIP software is rasterization in process, uh, in printing. The RIP software has certain settings, the undertones, the mid levels, and transparencies, and hard lines and whatnot. It has different tones and different settings that I need to find the right settings in order to where my DTFs aren't printed and coated too thickly on the film, because how hard they lay on the film determines on how much they stick on top of the shirt. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to be like a plastic sticker iron on. You want it to be blended more into the fabric. And it's not DTG, so you're never going to get that in garment fucking feel because it's not direct to garment printing. You know what I'm saying? So you're always going to get that either silk screen or fucking iron on type of feel. It's just the severity of it is determined by your settings on your RIP software. And that's what I need to learn more about, is how to set my RIP software. I got the printer up and running. I even got the marrying time down to where I can do that. I printed it off and was able to peel it off good. That's fine. I'm starting to get that dialed in. Now I just have to get the software dialed in to where I know the thickness of the DTF prints to start printing. And once I get that dialed in, it's on and popping. And then if somebody says, "Hey Dub, I need you to print me up fucking 50 of these designs," and I can print up 50 designs, marry them, boom, set and ship them out. Yeah, and don't have to press them myself. Let them press the shirts. Let them be in control of the press time and the heat and stuff. Press their own shirts and sell gang sheets, you know, or sell even singles. If somebody just wants to get one shirt made, you know, and they want to send me a JPEG of the artwork or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of settings on there that I'm gonna have to get familiar with. I don't like how it rasterizes some of the artwork. Is get a lot of holes. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I got a cushion today. I got a cushion today, and at the ambulance. It's a couple inches shorter than I had anticipated, and that's my fault. I did a 60 by 20, and I think it should have been 64 by 20 or something like that. But it's not too. It's like it's good to wear because I can put a cushion along there, like an armrest cushion. So I think it'll be fine. We'll figure out. I'll have Justin build something. He's good at building some types of thing, and I'll get like an armrest with a cup holder and maybe a charging station right there. I have to get an electrician, a diesel mechanic electrician, to come look at the ambulance. I got brand new batteries that we spent $700 on, and now I have to. When we try to hook them up, there's no power. So I gotta get all that work out. Find out what wires got chewed through, if any. See what got fucking hammered through, if any. See if there's any disconnects or anything that's not grounded properly. See where we're shorting out at. Why we're not getting power. Yeah, we got to short somewhere. We just got to figure out where it's at, and yeah. I'll get you, Logan. We're gonna be doing all that. That kid running his mouth, huh? I can't. I couldn't understand a thing he said. Could you understand anything the kid said? Blah, 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 blah. And do I think that country rap can gain respectability if we power artists into the charts? And I believe that could help. I don't see how it could hurt. Okay. Um, the iTunes charts is nothing compared to the Billboard charts. Okay, so uh, in the biggest scope of things, the iTunes charts is not the biggest thing in the world, but it's an accolade, it's an accomplishment, it's a feather in the cap. And in Asia, the fans actually get activated, like I'm describing with FAFO 100. They already do that in Asia. It's called fandom, and it works. I mean, it does fucking. It can take a little known group or act and catapult them into you know a lot bigger and greater exposure and increase their fucking exposure quickly. And I think using that type of system over here, especially for a niche like country rap, could be beneficial for the artists that have it done to their platforms. You know, if we go in with a calculated effort on song release day and coordinate, a couple thousand people to act on this one artist's platform, it's going to do some fucking algorithmic shifting favorably for that artist. And if we could start placing, and here's the thing, when you're on the fucking iTunes charts, anybody that's getting on iTunes and sees the iTunes charts, they don't know how that artist got there. They didn't say, "Oh, that artist got there from a planned, coordinated fucking fan attack." They activated their fan army. That's the only reason they got on the charts. You know what I'm saying? They had 2,000 fucking country rap fans came in and put in work on the day the song was released. They don't come in there and do that. They just see the motherfucking name on there. And when you start seeing more and more country rap artists on the charts at the same time, what's up, Big Bill? Yes, it's a thing. I hear some crying going on over there. I keep my back to the motherfucking neighborhood. Me no give no ada ada. You know, I'm, I totally believe in the concept of what we're building and what we're doing. Uh, if I kitty 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 kitty, what's up, fat motherfucker? Yeah. Kitty 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 kitty. What's up, buddy? He just wanted to. Yeah, look him. Watch him. Watch this. You're gonna see him come right up the steps right here. There he is. You see him? I knew he was coming up here. Come here, buddy. What's up, man? He used to not let me touch him at all. He used to fucking attack my ass. How can you help Elaine gain traction? Seriously. 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 How can you help Elaine gain respectability, exposure, and industry acceptance? And don't say start a fucking show on YouTube, because that don't do it. Okay? How you're going to do that is you're going to show and prove, not through. Nobody's listening to you. Uh, Show and prove, and not through a social media post, but through the numbers available. Show and prove that country rap is a valid genre in and of itself and needs to be recognized as such. Once we start activating fans all the way across the board and start putting more than just one or two artists on the charts, more people will start taking a look at country rap as a genre as a whole. And that's facts. If we have 5 or 6 artists that are country rap artists on the iTunes charts at the same time, Motherfuckers be like, damn, their motherfucking boys are popping over there in that country rap lane. Dan, what are you laughing about? What tickled your fascinations, your fancies this then, Dan? What brought you onto the fucking let's laugh for a second? What is, am I saying something funny? No, my mind isn't working overtime. You know, my mind's just stays acute. Like a cute motherfucker. Look at Sammy hanging out with Roots. My mom's fucking screensaver. What's up, buddy? Oh my god. I've got to tell y'all a story. And I couldn't laugh. I thought, oh my god. Right? And my mom's always said that, you know, when she dies, she wants her ashes to be used as fertilizer in her garden to grow marijuana plants and whatnot. And uh, that's what my mom's, my mom's always said that, right? So she told me, she goes, so guess what I did? She goes, I took some of Roots' ashes and I took them out to the garden, you know what I'm saying, to help grow root some tomatoes. He loved the tomatoes, so I was gonna, put some of Roots' ashes in the garden, right? She goes, and I did. She goes, and then I went back in and I looked up whether or not putting ashes of a deceased on a garden was good or not. And they said, hell no. They said, that's terrible. They said, that will kill your plants. They said, you do not want to do that. You do not want to put the ashes of your deceased partner in your garden for fertilizer purposes at all whatsoever. So my mama went outside. She said she was blowing on the trying to get the ashes out of there and everything, man. She said she was, yeah, yep, sure was. What are you doing, buddy? Huh? Huh? How you doing? Mm-hmm. Look at him. Are you trying to grab me? Trying to grab me? He loves this. I was rubbing his neck. There's Sammy missed me. Yeah, Sammy loves me. I think Sammy would love it. I think he like your guys. Cat dad. Yeah, I love my cats, man. I love my cats. I don't care what you say. I love some pussy. You know what I think the psychologicals with it is? Bear with me, man. I think it's acclimation. I think it's not being in affectionate environments for so long in prison. You know what I'm saying? And in prison, like at Leavenworth, there's cats out on the yard. You can play with the cats and stuff. And some of the inmates get really protective of the animals on the yard, of the cats and stuff. Uh, some prisons got a lot of cats. Like Leavenworth had like 6 or 7 cats out on the yard, and some of them got really particular about certain cats. They don't go petting that cat. That's my cat, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? People were possessive about it. But I think when you go so many years in environments that lacked any type of affection at all, towards humanity, let alone fucking petting a cat. You know what I'm saying? When you go so long lacking that, I guess that makes me over affectionate and compassionate, uh, a more of a compassionate person and affectionate person at times, because of so many years of having to be hardened, and uh, you know, you spend so many years fucking, I don't say hardened, because it's a hardened environment. You ain't getting no good night hugs. I mean, you go fucking years without getting a fucking hug and a kiss. It's a hardened environment. No, you're just gay. No, that ain't gay. I beat the fuck up out of some pussy. Allison would beg to differ on that motherfucking shit right there. She's like, no, no, no. That boy right there, no, 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 he be on that motherfucker. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh shit. Hey, Allison. Hey, Allison. Guess what? Allison. I left my bronze uh, torch at your house. Have you seen it? It might be downstairs in the basement on the table. Have you seen my bronze torch at your house? Allison. Allison, calling Allison. It was on your deck. Guess what? Look at this. Sweet, it's mine now. Oh my God. That's mine there. Okay? It's mine now. This cost $20. Man. Nobody give no fucking care about no fucking list. Come on, bro. Yes, it is. It is sturdy. Pretty. Yeah, it's pretty nice, quick. You know what I gotta check? Has final art been sent out for approval? Has the process started yet? What's happening, man? Trying to get shit popping. Yeah. How y'all doing? I look like I'm in deep thought. Yep. Uh, like seeing an idea come to life. I like seeing something go from a concept, an idea, to a fully functioning. Ooh, I just got that message that I've been waiting on. Yes. Hopefully this conversation goes well and things will proceed positively. I love having a little leeway. I love having some fucking, you know, motivation. I love having some motivation. You know what motivation is? Money. I love having some motivation, but to work with. Just a little bit of money to work with. You heard me? It's 20. Man, that tastes good. Let me break the science down to you real quick so you can understand where I'm coming from and what we're doing, or what I've decided to do. As a give me a second. I had to send a message to somebody and I didn't want to type it out, so I had to fucking auto dictate it. And I, so, and I didn't want to fucking say it to you guys. You are combining equity distribution, recruitment incentives, built in monetization system, central platform, and gamification. That combination is very rare. Closest real world comparison to your exact idea There are only a few things that come close. A collective music group built around a network of artists elevating each other. Still top down, though, not equity distributed like yours. Artist co ops, rare but real. Some experimental models treat artists like shareholders in a cooperative, shared infrastructure, shared upside. Academic research even compares this to credit union style ownership for artists. Modern label collectives, new trend. Example, Future Music Group raising funding to build a collective style label system. This is very recent, meaning you are early in this wave, not late. Straight answer to your question, has this been done before? Pieces of it, yes. Your exact structure, not really. The real truth, no fluff. What you're building is closest to a decentralized, artist owned growth syndicate with built in monetization and recruitment incentives. That's not how labels traditionally work. Where this model wins and fails, strengths. Scales faster than single artist labels. Turns artists into partners, not customers. Incentivizes recruitment, huge growth lever. Builds loyalty, ownership equals buy in. This is where most fail. Equity dilution, too many shares given away early, uneven contribution, some artists recruit, others don't, conflict over ownership versus effort, no clear cap table discipline. My strategic take for you specifically, you're not crazy. This is actually aligned with where the industry is going. But to make it work long term, you need clear tiers, anchor artists, equity and responsibility, contributors, points and earnings, fans, engagement, economy, performance based equity, not just you keep if you produce X results. Central control still matters. FAFO must stay the platform owner, not a free for all collective. Bottom line, you're not reinventing the wheel, but you are combining models in a way that's rare and potentially powerful. If executed right, this is closer to a music startup with a sales force than a traditional label. That's beautiful. Uh, what I brought to the table, and I brought it to John and Jenny and Allison, is the desire to distribute some equity in the company amongst key players and artists in the game, uh, and create a syndicate of sorts of anchor artists who have uh, vested interest in the growth of this company, and meaning the growth of the genre, the growth of their own respective platforms as individual artists. And I have, we have a few artists in mind that we are looking at as far as bringing on board in a collective sense, uh, as being equity holders, meaning they have percentage shares in the business, because we are a LLC multi-partner business as it is already. So adding and splitting up, shares is easy to do for us, and so is profit distribution once we start turning a profit. Uh, the concept is a good one. It's beautiful, and it gives artists ownership of the audience, and that's something they don't have on social media. That's something they don't have on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. They don't own the audience. They don't own the audience. And with FAFO 100, they can have an opportunity to own the audience. And not only own the audience, own the analytics that come from the audience that can help propel their careers and help their growth and development. Information is key. We are in the information age. We are not in the iron age. We're not in the dark age. We're not in the industrial age. We're in the information age, where information is key. So the more information that you can gather, the more you can progress and move the needle for your company. And that's your own platforms, your own pages, your own channels, and everything that you're trying to grow. The more information that you have, the better you can make stuff grow. When you know fucking the right soil, the right fucking temperature, the right sunlight, the right fucking, you know what side of the house to grow your fucking garden on, because you have information that gives you the knowledge to know these things. And it holds true for everything else. You know, the more knowledge you have on the subject, the better you'll be able to grow. And the subject being the viewers, the visitors, the patrons, the fans, those are the ones that you want to have the best dial on. So you know how to uh, market and how to fucking prepare your fucking content on other socials. When you launch content, I want it to be uh, I want it to be to where when you, if you're a country rap artist and you're getting ready to release something, when you go to, I'm getting ready to fucking release my song, I'm getting ready to fucking make a post about my song, and you got a TikTok account and you got an Instagram account and shit like that, and you're getting ready to fucking post about your content, uh, uh, FAFO 100 is going to be one of the places that you automatically post to. That's going to be your instant ad. You know, this is, yeah, I got to get my stuff on, I got to get it on FAFO because you know it's going to be seen by a bunch of people on FAFO. This is called Pineapple Express. I'm not going to hit that right there right now. That smelled real terpy. Real terpy, terpy. they would be destroyed. Oh, I'm coughing, hacking, man, I'm lost. If I smoked it different, man, my throat would be on. Hey, hey, hey. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I gotta send a message. A message in a bottle. You're sick? I'm sorry. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. See if my cat comes running. He ain't running. I don't even see him. He ain't even moving. Cat ain't even moving. I just keep it grooving. Don't know what they doing. I stay active. You were at the doctor 3 hours today? Did they do any probing? What'd they do? What did they give you? Did they give you anything? What they treat you for? Like sickness? Like, why were you there for 3 hours? What could they possibly do in that amount of time? Are they like digging around in your orifices and shit like that? Did they make you bend over and squat and cough or anything like that? Okay, just wondering. I'm just trying to figure out why they had you wrapped up for that long. Did you tell me you had animals to feed? 14 people in front of you. Were they all got sick at the same time or some shit, huh? Is it going around bad down there or something? Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you some of you female. If there's any women out there, listening right now, you know that song, hey, you're crazy bitch, but you fuck so good, I'm on top of it. Are there any of you women out there like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Huh? Because I want to tell you something. You ain't that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as how good you fuck, I don't know anything about that. That's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? But don't be thinking, yeah, that was me. They talked, yeah, that's me. Was that you, Allison? Hey, you're crazy, bitch. Go like, yeah, here I am. Yeah, you crazy. You ain't that crazy. I hate being sick. Yeah, I hate being sick also. I'm kind of sick and demented. I'm sick in the head. That's what I said. Bunny bread. Hey, you guys might think that I sit here constantly getting high when I'm not live. I don't. That's the farthest thing from the truth. You can even ask my girlfriend. She can lie for me. How many people are sick? Is everybody sick? I'm not sick. Who else is sick besides Bama Girl? No, to answer my fucking lie I was getting ready to tell. I'm not always smoking even when the camera's off. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm constantly nonstop smoking. I only smoke when I'm pretty much when I'm live. You know, give me something to smoke about. Cause when I'm not live, bro, check it out. I'm out for the count, man. I'm out for the count. So, or I'm working. And I know you guys don't think I do any work, but that would be the farthest thing from the truth. If you guys actually knew how much work I actually put in, I think you would be astounded. And that's facts. What, if you smoked as much as I smoke, you'd be a zombie? Yeah, you'd be comatose. Oh, this is an actual geek bar. You know what that tastes like? It tastes like a raspberry. Oh, wow, it is. It's raspberry. Raspberry. That was the first time I tasted something that actually tasted like what the fucking label said. Wow. Yeah, it tastes like raspberry. We are coming along. We are gonna we're gonna get some shit taken care of this year. And I know that yeah. Oh, looking at your face. Do a banger, bro. Man, you trying to get me in trouble. I'll tell you what, I'll do a blinker. How about that? Yes, I'm selling my bongs. Why, are you trying to buy some? What about the dent in my new... Why do you have to bring up such fucking issues? And seriously, I mean, like, what brought that to the table? What... I mean, it's like, okay, let's think of something that's going to get on Dub's nerves. Okay, what can I think of right now that's gonna get on his nerves real quick? What can I do that? Okay, where can I, how can I just get on Dub's nerves real quick? What can I say right now that's just gonna fucking get under Dub's skin? Oh, I know what. Hey, this right here is good. Rusty nail. You see that? My girlfriend doesn't know it yet, but I got away with her coil. So that new lighter she got came with a cost. Ha ha ha. And it's very good. With a push of a button, but it heats it up right every time. It works fine. And I've got a Puffco pivot and a seahorse. And this is a dragon egg and it works fine. And guess what? It's trash. I'm white trash. We go together. Look. They hate fine. It does the job. I'm happy with it. It only cost me $50 or so. Plus a couple coil changes. And I only smoke rosin out of it. Don't smoke any wax. Don't smoke any fun. It's good shit. What the fuck does the front door have anything to do with it? Hey, what the fuck does front door have anything to do with it? Did you say shut the front door? ST front door? What does ST front door mean? Jenny, go look in Messenger. Jenny. I don't, but I don't like, I don't like fucking, is it BHO? What kind of concentrate? Is it a butane extract? You're jumping up and down. Oh my god. Well, wish us luck. We'll see if we can get this to pop. This is what I'm gonna. Don't say no names, Jenny. Don't say no names. That's what you can't do right now. At this point in the game, you have to play it completely close to the chest. We can't say no name. Because motherfuckers are trying to go behind your back and try to get your throat cut on some bullshit. Is it solvent? You're not getting $60 ounces of solventless rosin, I'll tell you that much. It's a shatter or a batter or a crumble. It might not be a BHO extraction, but it's still a fucking some type of extraction. It's not a solventless rosin. It's not a hash rosin. Uh, if we pull that that's a good, very good. I have to, you know, address that at a. See, once a label, and considering that the person I'm talking about is a label owner, right? Let's just leave it at that. Considering that uh, this person is part owner of a label, uh, it's in a label's it's in a label's best interest to, yeah, I don't like any of those. I like solventless hash rosin. It's a lot more expensive, and I don't like the expense, but uh, this is different. Yeah, I want to get some good bubble hash, and then I want to press it into rosin. Kitty, 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 kitty. Hold up. I've made some costly mistakes since I've been building this website. I have. I've done some things that have caused what is called runaway serverless triggered loops, which can get pretty costly because out of control they act very fast. Meaning they can fire off like 200 writes a second. Or 200 writes a minute. However many writes they could write 70 million a day. It's happened to me before. A couple times. And both times during haphazard rebuilds. Implementing new pieces on the board that cause a write to be read in a certain location where another write is getting written or read is getting written, and it causes a trigger loop firing back and forth rapidly. Uh, I'm glad I'm at such a stage. I was able to catch runaway writes while I had a low volume audience, because once scaled, we can't afford that without being insured against it and properly safeguarded. And proper safeguards can be put in place by having Google Cloud and functions alert you before any outlandish charges get applied for such occurrences. You can have it blocked. You like held up, shut down the system and shut down. My website is more than just a static site. A static site is a site that you go to and you look and you read and you watch and you listen. That's what a static site is. most websites most websites that you go to are static sites. Even if they are takeout sites. If you want to order some food, that's a static site. You look at a menu, you place your order. Well, that's not really a static site because you can exchange funds and you can engage in commerce there. It is a commerce engaging site. So that's takes it away from just a main static site where you just go and look at things, right? But even if you have a store incorporated in your website, it's not multi engagement UGC social media based platform, which levels it up from a regular website that you go and look at things to engagement site, and it immediately increases valuation, uh, especially if you can stabilize it and scale it from a concept to a fully functioning ecosystem of a gamified, fan activated, rewarding system of social media where artists can have a direct contact and reach with the fans of the genre that they represent. Thanks. That's good.
Damn. I'm uh I'm excited about the prospects of what the what ifs, man. The because the intentions are there. The the functionality of it has been proven. We have proven that it can function. People earn points. They can redeem. It's fucking. We've actually helped the Sticks get on the charts when they released their album back in January, um, and we're growing. So the more artist engagement and fan involvement that we can uh, generate this year. And when we get out there with the Jambulance and the tent, and we got our merch, and we're fucking doing sign ups and giveaways and pressing t shirts for people and stuff, I think it's going to be a. I think it's going to be a badass thing. You know what I'm saying? I really do. You know. Uh. Yeah, I really do. Oh damn, baby. That Rawson's a lung buster. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, we are in the process of making some hopefully good good moves. Uh, yeah, hopefully we uh, made the right move, are making the right moves. Yeah, and in doing so, in making the right moves, in attempting to bring in the right people for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? To overall benefit the lane as a whole. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to balance. Uh, Look, it's like this, man. Artists move when money is present. And a lot of artists, you would be surprised how many artists perform at some of the most important events every year for free. You'd be surprised how many artists drive a couple states away just to perform for free at events, just to be seen. It's facts. And it's those same artists that are hungry and have a following that can bring people to FAFO. You know what I'm saying? But that old adage, feed the horses, that rings really true to me when I think of when my concept starts coming together. And so when I heard "feed the horses, feed the horses, feed the horses," it echoed just like that. Feed the horses, feed the horses. And I thought to myself, how can we feed the horses? Feed the horses, feed the horses. How can we feed the horses? And then I thought, wait, hold it. This is how we can feed horses. And this is how we can monitor what the horses do to ensure that they get fed. And this is how we can all get fed and grow it off of it as a whole. I see a bigger picture now. So, as a collective, what one artist brings and what one artist lacks, many artists that join the ecosystem of FAFO, they bring their fan bases, their influence, all to FAFO to be shared by the other artists within the collective. So you might not be able to get 100% of your fans to engage in a flash mob for you. If you told just your fans on your platform, if all you had was your platform reach, your algorithm that you're stuck in as an artist, and that's all you had to work with, and you told everybody in your algorithm, hey, I need y'all to, for one, it's not going to do anything to your algorithm, but I need y'all to pre save my song and blah, 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 blah. You might get a percentage that do it, but you're not going to get everybody to do it. But if we have 30 or 40 or 50 different artists that are actively drawing their fans to FAFO to get engaged and start earning points and start climbing the leaderboards and earning merch from their favorite artists. Because here's the thing, if you're an artist and you are recruiting people to FAFO, here's what you get as an artist. You get your landing page, but you also get your leaderboard. So you get to keep track of all the fans that you bring into the system that are earning points on our leaderboard, and we reward your fans for you. Meaning we have the shirt production. We're going to be able to manufacture the shirts to give away. So every month when we do, or every week when we cycle through artists, like every month you get to run your artist of the your fan of the month gets a merch pack, or your top five fans of the month get merch packs. If you're an active artist that is actively recruiting, and we're getting more, well, I've got a few of them right now that I've created landing pages for, and I got to get their stickers made and mailed out to them and whatnot, and to get them on the bowl and get them on the ball and get them rolling. But being a regular recruiter is different than being an equity shareholder. Okay, there's levels to this, and there's also levels to what is afforded the artists that get deeply involved and what they can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like an artist like 501 Bryce, we believe has high front end and value and long term overall longevity in the game. As an anchor artist, we are fully on board with the concept of totally sponsoring whatever he's got going on to the fullest extent, because we know that he brings value to the game and he brings value to the company. So, and we recognize that, and we're offering to that level of artist we offer equity. But to an artist that's just hungry starting out, that's got under 50,000 followers or something, that on a social media platform, it's more like we offer a landing page site, your own leaderboard system, to where we handle the merch giveaways whenever you run contests on our radio, on our platform. See, here's the thing, you want fan involvement, fan engagement. You want to run contests. You want to tell your fans, hey, go do this, go do this. We're doing giveaways. And guess what? We'll be responsible for giveaways to artists that are established, that are pushing. If you're an artist and you're pushing fans to FAFO to engage, yeah, we'll cover some T-shirts. We ain't got no problem doing some giveaways. You know what I'm saying? That's a misdemeanor for what a Mama G on vacation. No, Mama G's at work right now. She's going to work right now. She's at Andrews. She took Andrew home earlier. She spends the night there on Sunday nights. Um, and the more artists that we get actively involved in pushing the uh, flash mobs and flash mob Fridays, the more we get artists on board with this, then the broader the reach. Because there's a lot of country rap bands out there. Like, let's say there's a million country rap bands out there, but there's not a million country rap fans that know anything about your algorithm, or his, or that rapper, or that artist, or that artist. So we bring them all together in a centralized hub to where they can come and check in and learn about new artists and what the uh, uh, activity of the day is going to be to earn points to get fucking free fucking merch. Oh, calling him a snitches and shit. Damn, y'all are wrong. That's just terrible. Terrible. Motherfucker's name on paperwork. I know they say he hate to work. That's why they see the motherfucking name on some paperwork. Dry snitching. No, I don't think she dry snitched. I think she's just straight up told. Wasn't nothing dry about it. That was straight dripping with blood. Look here. Look here. You create an environment that is well worth the engagement, right? You get fans active. You give fans a reason to want to climb the leaderboard. And here's where we come in and where we use our clout and our artist relations to sweeten the deal for the fans that are active the most. It doesn't take nothing for us to reach out to an artist and say, hey man, sign some merch for us. You know what I'm saying? To get some merch signed. And tit for tat. We do something for you, you do something for us. The ultimate goal is to get fans appreciated and rewarded with what we're involving them in. And what we're involving them in is growing the audiences of these artists. We want fan engagement and on certain time for certain artists, and in doing so, we hope to increase that artist's motion and fucking reach and their following. We want to move the needle. You know what I'm saying, so to speak, and we want it noticeable. We want somebody to, as a result of a Flash Mob Friday, FAFO's Flash Mob Friday, we got hit with a FAFO. They fucked around and found out. Hey man, I fucked around and found out. Now that's what I want artists to start saying, bro. FAFO hit me with a flash mob. What happened? I fucked around and found out. You know what I'm saying? I want that to be the moniker because afterwards, I want them to noticeably see the numbers jump. If this artist has got fucking 10,000 followers, I want by the time we're done, in a couple days, he got 15,000 followers. And this is a fucking account that's only getting like maybe 20, 30 fucking followers a week or something like that. I want to show like, bam, we hit your ass and you fucked around and found out. And I want that to be the result. And I want artists to be able to come back and say, man, so what do you think about that Flash Mob Friday? Man, I fucked around and found out. And then it's on. Then you're growing. And labels, see, when labels see this, that's when the money comes. That's when the money comes. Because if a label sees that you can do this, that you can activate a fan base of a genre and not just a specific artist, that's key. That's important there. Because you're activating a genre based audience and not an artist specific. That breaks all boundaries. It just shows true unity amongst the fans of the music and separates the egos of the artists out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? We're putting you guys, activating you guys on all different kinds of artists, not just this one side or these one groups. We're not gatekeeping no shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I know it does. I just think that well, I know that coordinated efforts will help activate platforms. Let's say a platform's been throttled back. Not that they're shadow banned or anything. Let's say they've been throttled back for whatever reason, lack of engagement or whatnot. When you increase and when you show an organic interest in a platform and it fucking and here's the thing, if we're large enough and active enough, and meaning active enough meaning here's the thing about activating fans with reward systems is a fan has to see an immediate reward and not just like instantaneous, but first of all they need to see and recognize game. Okay, and that's where the leaderboard comes in. That's where like we have you on a leaderboard. You see your name, you see how many points you got. You're climbing the leaderboard. You are actively on the leaderboard. And when you complete a task or do something, you see your points rise. Okay, I did something. I got rewarded with points. You know what I'm saying? Now inside that, those points are redeemable for FAFO funds. You reach certain points, you can cash them in and use it to take money off your next purchase. You know what I'm saying? So and as we increase in revenue, we will also increase in what we're able to give away, as far as like special giveaways to people that are at the top of the leaderboard and stuff. We might be able to include tickets to shows, trips and shit like that, and if we grow like to like big, like we got fucking Harley Davidson, Budweiser and shit sponsoring commercial type shit, and you got corporate money coming in like a big fucking media company type situation. And I'm not saying that will happen, but I would love for it to get out of my control to where I have to fucking relinquish some type of fucking decision making to somebody else. Not too damn much though, but I want to learn as much as I can so I can maintain as much control over what I've built as I can, without it growing out of my hands. And if it grows out of my hands, then so be it. As long as I'm paid handsomely and still have input in the decision making of what we're building and what it's for. I'm not going to go against the artists, and I'm not going to let anybody get too greedy in the company and take it to a level to where artists aren't. Now here's the thing, I've spoken to John about this. I've spoken to Allison about this and Jenny, and here is the thing. Sometimes, what's up, buddy? What's up? Come here, meow. Uh, Here's the thing. What we are offering, like flash mobs, those can be very valuable. Those can be very valuable at times, and there's going to be times where artists and labels and representative managers of artists are going to reach out to us and want us to do a flash mob Friday because they see what it's doing for other acts and other artists. And that therein lies opportunity at financial gain. And I'm all for financial gain. And I'm all for levels to this and tiers and how you can level up, through paying, for certain services. But I'm not offering free services to everybody for free just because I love everybody. I want to see everybody with a number one song. You know what I'm saying? That's not how the game, that's not how the industry, that's not how business operates or runs. But I also, as an artist who's doing this for artists, I want to offer the entire genre opportunity to have the radio exposure, the flash mob exposure, and everything that we're offering, and but just at levels. Like I definitely plan on having free flash mobs. Flash mobs, will be every Friday that you want to gain extra points and elevate your point status. The incentive is going to be in the fact that all points will double on Flash Mob Friday. So if you're actively earning points on the leaderboard and you're trying to be at the top of the leaderboard every week, or you're on a streak on the leaderboard and you're trying to maintain a certain amount of points and completing tasks, like we're gonna have it gamified to the point to where on Fridays you got 5 tasks. If you complete all 5 tasks on Fridays, you get an extra 100 points. Blah blah blah. And when people are actively getting points because they know they can redeem them and get merchandise, and not only FAFO 100 merchandise, but their own customized gear, it takes it to another level of gamification and reward. When you're rewarding fans of country rap with merch from the artists, signed merch from artists and shit like that, it gets, collectors. And there's a lot of collectors in the game that collect. See, especially when we're doing limited run shirts. You know what I'm saying? Custom limited run shirts. Like this shirt's only going to be ran for this month or this week, and nothing after that, and we can do custom runs like that because we have the printer, the fucking graphics, and the resources to do it. So we can run stuff like that to make it more unique and more collectibles, let's so to speak. We can run collector's editions for certain artists that are, they're only going to do one run of this series, and yeah, it's going to be numbered. There's going to be 100 shirts only or whatnot. There's going to be several opportunities to engage with artists in that on that level and collaborate and do collaborative giveaways and inducements. Let's call them inducements, enticements. Give enticements and to induce people to create profiles and get active and gain points so they can be at the top of the leaderboard and earn tickets and meet and greets and fucking backstage passes and fucking trips to fucking Florida to the studio recording session to watch the guys record in the studio, blah, 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 behind the scenes of the making of this video, go on site at this fucking location to see this, blah, blah, blah. Just opening doors, offering opportunities to fans, if to behind the scene access to anything that FAFO has access to, and trust and believe we'll have access to a lot. Uh, so I'm just trying to come up with ways that fans will want to be more actively involved instead of passively involved in helping grow artists' platforms. And I think we can do it as a collective more so instead of each individual artist on their own platform trying to grow their own audience. When we share audiences that like similar music, it's only right that they have a hub, a station where all new artists and old artists and art unknown artists can be combined and shared and discovered at the same time on the same location, and not have to fight algorithms and never discover people because you're never in their algorithm. You didn't know about this artist because you never heard of them or seen them. Well, I'll tell you what, you go over to FAFO100radio.com, you're going to see a bunch of artists in the artist directory that you can discover right now. Discover new artists section. You go to the profile, create profile, you'll see the discover new artists. You can click on that and just start scrolling to find all new kinds of artists. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to bring to the table. And not trying to, that's what we are bringing to the table. Thank you. Am I talking too much? No. I hope so. So, I'm going to jump off here, man. Watch a little TV. Give me something to eat. Crash out. I got work tomorrow. You have a good night.